Hello, friends. Hope you're doing fantastic. I want to talk to you about how to keep ourselves in peak performance mode. So, we all want to operate in a peak performance mode, but when we look at our life, we can compare it to a battery cell. Okay. So, battery cell, yes, it loses charge and then we recharge. It loses charge and recharge. So, this can happen. But there is also one more factor that happens in the cell. The capacity of the cell keeps on reducing over a period. So comparing it to our life, right? Like if we are able to, yes, we do like sleep well and we have our own ways to recharge ourselves every day, right? So we lose the energy and then like we recharge. But again, if the capacity keeps on reducing, you can only charge so much. What that means is you can only execute or do so much, right? So what that means is like it is important that we have highest level of capacity. Lot of times, yes, like we have lost some capacity because of like not so good decision that we have made in our lives so far, but at least like we should be glad there is whatever capacity that we have that is left. So it is all about preserving what we have now, right? Like so that is the way we will be able to increase our performance so that we can preserve what we have and utilize it 100% and fire all your cylinders so that you can achieve good results. So are you ready? Are you ready to understand what is the technique? So there are many techniques. Okay, this is one of the techniques. I'll be sharing with you many techniques as we proceed. Like we've got many more years to go. So I'm really excited about sharing all these things with you. The first most important thing is cold showers. So are you ready for it? So this I came across like it's been part of my culture. Like my mother tongue is Telugu. I'm from India, but I was born in Coimbatore. And in Tamil language, to take shower, it is called as kuliyal. That means cold. So cold water, we should cool our body. So that is the whole purpose of taking bath. But we just lost touch, and then like there is so much of research done recently, and like a lot of research are published from universities. Then we see, oh yeah, like it makes sense, right? Like but again, like our forefathers knew it, they understood it, they told us, but we never listened. My dad always used to take bath in only cold water. He always used to tell me. I never listened. I started only 4 months back taking bath in cold water. Yes, I take bath in cold water twice a day. I live in North Carolina. We have hit zero. Sometimes you've gone below 0 degree centigrade. And still, I love taking a bath in cold water. I want to tell you why. And this changed my life. Among so many other factors, this was an important factor. So the first benefit, like anytime we do things, if we know the benefits, right? I'm going to show the value why you should take bath in cold water. So let's look at reducing stress part, right? Like so when you take bath in cold water, it reduces stress by reducing the uric acid level in the body, and also it increases the glutathione in bloodstream. So when these two things happen, then the stress is reduced. So that is very important factor. Like if you're stress free, that itself gives us so much of clarity so that we can do a lot of things. Second most important thing is boost immunity. Like we stimulate the heart rate, like whenever we pour hot water. So what that means is we hyperventilate, right? Like we breathe more, so that increases the oxygen level in our bloodstream, and we're able to push more oxygen and also nutrients to the organs. So when the body has better nutrients and it is well oxygenated, then the body has all the energy that's required to fight all the cells and foreign elements, like all the bacteria, viruses, whatever is there in our body, better. And recently I had the flu, the worst flu that's been going on. I never had any medications. Yes, it was bad, but at least my body was able to fight naturally. Muscle recovery, as you know, with increased blood circulation, it helps muscle recovery. And also the coldness reduces the inflammation of the muscles, so it helps also for you to recover from whatever a normal stress that we go through from like our normal activities. And also if you're a sports person, you can recover really well. And weight loss, right? Like we all want to be in our optimal weight, so this is very important. Like white fat, is not good for health. That is what is normally there. But when we have cold water bath, it generates or it activates the brown fat cells. The brown fat cells, they specialize in turning calories into heat. Beautiful, right? That is what we want. There is so much of stored calories. We want to use them in a better way, right? So this is a very good advantage also. Next is skin health. Like we want to stay young, right? Like all of us want to stay young. We do so many things. Like we just take care of our face, right? No, the health, our face glows if we are healthy, right? Like it doesn't if we just fix the face, nothing is going to happen. So when we look at it from an overall health perspective, from a skin health point of view, hot water dries skin, but when it is cold water, it tightens the pores. When the pores are tightened, first good advantage is dirts cannot get clogged, right? So that dirt also creates so many challenges for our skin. Second is we retain the natural oils that our skin requires. When it is able to retain, then naturally we have a good skin and healthy hair. Like we, at least for men, like that's an important factor, right? Like we lose a lot of hair. So from that point of view, this has a lot of advantage. Cold water seals pores of the scalp. So what that means is there is no dirt and the natural oils are retained. So you lose less hair. Don't you want to retain your hair? Immediately start taking bath in cold water. And also it fights depression. It triggers depression using electrical impulses in our brain. So when you take bath only, you will understand, you will realize that part, that like, yeah, you feel so energized and you feel so happy. And there is a spiritual significance also. We have an oral body, like we have a physical body and we also have a metaphysical body, right? So that metaphysical body kind of like gets reset. So it is not just waking up our physical body, it is also waking up our metaphysical body. So that way, like, yeah, we are in more energetic state, more clearer state, and we are not carrying any luggage from the past, right? Like from that perspective also it is really good. And also the most important factor is to develop the willpower, right? Like it requires tremendous willpower, as it is extremely uncomfortable to take bath in cold water, as you know, right? I take bath in cold water twice a day. It requires tremendous willpower. And even when I had flu, I was thinking, okay, should I break this because I've been taking bath in cold water for so long? Should I break it because I'm having flu? But I decided, okay, like I'm not going to break it. I'm going to have cold water, because cold water bath, because I know that, okay, I can build my immunity further so that like we can fight better. I did that, like, and I was able to see the result. At least, like, I was able to recover without any medication. I didn't go to any emergency, fortunately, right? So again, like, this is again helping to build our willpower, and you are building that willpower muscle, which can be used for anything. As you know, this is the most important factor. Before we quit whatever we are doing, we quit first in our head. So that is where, like, building willpower muscle, like if 100 people say no to whatever you want to do, it shouldn't break you. If they say like you cannot do, it shouldn't break you, right? Like you should have that willpower. Only if you have willpower, you can achieve anything that you want to do in life. So that is where it makes it very, very important. So now I want to share the process. So we saw all the benefits, right? But how can I do it? Like, I want to do it. I want to take bath in cold water. I want to enjoy all these benefits. Here it is, guys. This is the secret. This is my secret. Lot of times we turn on the shower for cold water. I just turn on only 10% so that like I get the coldest, right? And then like we shouldn't put our head first. Don't do that. That is suicide. Don't do that, please. Like you will get too much of a shock, and like you will never ever get take a cold water bath. Bottom up, like start from the toe. Let the toe feel the cold, and let the information come to your brain that, okay, we are going to take a cold water bath, so let it get ready before you start hitting the head. So let it go from toe to crown. Try this, and let me know like if it is able to help you to enjoy, and like tell me what is your experience. I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts. All the best, and until next time, have a fantastic day.